Hi, second grade. This is Miss Seha. I'm coming to you with our first math lesson. This is going to be math lesson 132. You're going to need two things. You are going to need your paper, your lesson 132 paper, and you're going to need a pencil, and you're going to need some listening ears. So let's go ahead and get started with our lesson. Now, before we left, we have been talking about halves. We've been talking about dividing in half. We also been talking about multiplication, multiplying by 2s, 5s, and 10s. We've been talking about clocks. We've been talking about temperature, carrying, and borrowing. But what I really want to focus on today is halves, fourths, thirds, and 3/4. Now, when I say halves, it actually reminds me of a really cool story in the Bible when Jesus asked Moses to put his staff down and split the sea. So before we get into it, I just really want to get into the Bible really quick and share with you. This comes from Exodus. Then the Lord said to Moses, this is Exodus chapter 14, "Why are you crying out to me? Tell your people, get moving. Pick up your staff and raise your hand over the sea. Divide the water." Oh, there's the key word, divide. Divide the water so the Israelites can walk through the middle of the sea on dry ground. And I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they will charge in after the Israelites. My great glory. This is how good God is. My great glory will be displayed through Pharaoh and his troops, his chariots and his charioteers. When my glory is displayed through them, all of Egypt will see my glory and know that I am the Lord. So, isn't it amazing how we could go back to God's word and see how even dividing in half is something that Jesus used to save the Israelites so that they could walk through. So that's what our lesson runs into. When we start right here, number 1, it says, write the fractions from least to greatest. Use the circles to help you. So they have these circles right here for us. They have half. Notice how the circle is shaded in, just a half of the circle shaded in. 1/3 of this circle is shaded in, so there's 3 pieces. 1 is shaded, so it makes it 1/3. This circle shows 1/4, so 1 out of the 4 pieces are shaded. Then this circle shows 3/4 shaded. There's 4 pieces, 3 are shaded. So let's put them in from least to greatest. Now let's see. Least means the smallest, greatest means the biggest. So which of these circles has the least amount shaded? So I am, what do you think? I can't hear you, but you could talk back to me, silly people. Let's see, what do you think? I'm thinking we're gonna go with 1/4. Let's go with 1/4. If I compare it to the other circles, this small portion is the smallest out of the other circles that are shaded. So I'm going to put 1/4 on the line. Now I'm going to go to my next one. Which one do you think should be shaded next? Let's see. I wish I could hear you guys, but I know you're talking to me. Okay, I think you are correct. We're going to go with 1/3. Okay, so I did this one and I did this one. The next one I'm going to go with is 1/2. And then I'm going to go with 3/4. That's my greatest. So that is how we accomplish number 1. Number 2, we've been talking about quarts and pints. So let me give you a visual really quick of number 2. 1 quart equals how many pints? So let me show you a quart. Now, this right here is a quart, and if I turn it around, it shows this is 1 pint and this is 2 pints. So to fill this quart up, I'm gonna need 2 pints. So let's go ahead and write that down on our paper. Right on the line, nice and neat, number 2. Good job, guys. Okay, now let's keep going. If you need to pause at any time, let's say you need to go back and you need to review number 1 with the halves, or you need to see my visual again with the quarts, go ahead and pause it at any time. All right, so now we're gonna go with gallons. I have a visual for that. So here is my gallon right here. Whoa, huge, almost like a gallon of milk. So how many pints is gonna fill this up? Now remember, this right here is 1 pint. How many of these guys, I hope you can see it. Oh, let me turn it around, sorry. Ah, okay, right here, that's 1 gallon. Here is, oh, I'm getting used to this, 1 pint. How many of these do I need? I think you are correct. I'm gonna need actually 8. 8 of these guys to fill it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8 pints to fill up 1 gallon. Now, here's my little lovely pint. What do I need to fill it up? How many cups do I need to fill it up? Well, I got a cup. So here is a cup. Here's 1 cup. My little lonely cup. How many do I need to fill this in? What do you think? Take a minute and think about it. Yes, if you said 2, you are correct. I'm so proud of you. Let's go ahead and write down 2 on our line. 2 quarts. 2 quarts equals how many pints? How many pints do I need for 2 quarts? I'm gonna need, actually, I'm gonna need 4. 4 to fill up a pint. Oops, here's my pint. 1 pint right here. How many, sorry, quarts. I know, Miss Hostility. Okay, here's my pints. Do I need to fill it up? And let me show you my pint. Here's my pint right here. How many do you think? Don't ask your mom. No. Don't ask your brother or your sister. No. Think. Let's see. How many do I need? I'm gonna need 4 of these guys to fill this up. That's right, people. 4. So let's write down 4. 2 gallons. Remember what a gallon is? This huge honkin' thing. Jug. That's a gallon. So for my gallons, for my 2 gallons, I'm gonna need 16 of these guys to fill in this daddy right here. Yep, that's right. So let's write down 16. And then 2 pints. How many cups do I need for 2 pints? 4 cups. 4 cups to fill in this. 2 of these. So let's write down 4. All right, I think we're doing good. All right, so really quick, we are gonna go over number 3. Number 3 says oval. All we have to do is draw lines to match. Oh, we could do that. So oval, do I hear somebody talking? No, no talking. We're doing our lesson, shush. Okay, so oval goes here. Rectangle. Where's my rectangle? Right here. I hope I'm doing it right. You know, sometimes you guys have to help me remember how to do some of these and I forget. Okay, diamond. Oops, sorry, I skipped trapezoid. Here's trapezoid. Where's my trapezoid? Guys, what is it? Where's my trapezoid? Yep, that's it right here. Orange, or the red. Diamond, right here, and hexagon. Hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. Whoa. Okay, now let's get into write the quotients. 20 divided by 5. Remember I said you count by 5s, you're going to have to stop at 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh, that's 4. You guys are smart. Now let's count by 5s again and stop at 40. Let's use our hands. Right here. Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20. Uh-oh. 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, that's 8. I'm going to put 8 down. Doo-doo-doo. And then 5 divided by 60, you do it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Sorry, I just get a little excited. That's going to be 12, people. 12. All right. Whew. Okay, so now you have to shade in for number 5. You're going to have to shade in the different temperatures. Diane's family visited Clingman's the highest point in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Diane read that it can be cool at top, colored the thermometers to show different temperatures at Clingman's Dome. So 64, 48, 77. Just a quick reminder, these little marks right here, those represent how much? I don't know, Miss Seha. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They represent 2. So remember, when you shade it in, you're going in increments of 2. Okay, circle that one. You're going to do that one on your own. Now, let's see here. Number 1. Dad, Mom, Diane, and Jody took a hayride in the Smoky Mountains. Each ticket cost $12. I hope you guys did your chores, because you're going to have to pay your ticket, Mom said. How much did the family spend on the hayride? Okay, so each ticket cost $12. How much did the family spend on the hayride? Well, let's see how many people there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 peeps. $12. So, what I would have to do is I'm going to do 12. I'm going to add it up 4 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8. And then now we're going to add up our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 48. How much money did they spend? $48. Oh, I hope it's a good hayride. And they give us treats. Okay, now number 2. Pause at any time if you need to go back and need any further explanation, okay? So number 2, Mom packed 2 snacks, each for Dad. 2. I wonder what they were. Cookies? Donuts? Ice cream? Mom packed 2 snacks for Dad, the 2 girls, and her. How many snacks did she pack? There's 4 people. 2 snacks. 4 people, 2 snacks. Okay, so I can do 2 plus 2. I'm going to do that 4 times. 2 plus 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh, 8 snacks. That's pretty good. So let's write down 8. Okay, now we're getting into time here. So number 3, the hayride lasted 1.5 hours. It began at 3. When was the ride over? When was the ride over? If it's at 3 and it lasted 1.5 hours, we have to add first, let's add an hour to 3 o'clock. What time is that? 4 o'clock. And then we have to add just a half hour, which is 30 minutes. So let's see here. 4:30. Yes, you're right. Smarter than the average bear. Okay, 4:30. And I'm going to copy the PM because I know it's still in the afternoon. 4:30 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to have you do number 4 on your own. And I'm also going to have you do number 5, which it shows again, half of 14 is, half of 42 is, half of 120, and half of 12. Okay, so that is our math lesson for today. If you need to rewind, hopefully you didn't pass for it. If you need to rewind, that would be great. If you need to review. One thing before we end our math lesson is we're going to count by 2s. And then we're going to count by 5s and 10s. So one way I like to do is I like to count by 2s. by clapping and dancing and dancing, dancing, dancing. Go, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Keep going. Keep going. Stop at 100. Stop. Okay, now you got to count by 5s. But you need to count by 5s by marching around your living room. I know. People might think you're a little crazy, but it's okay because we're counting by 5s. Okay, and then you're going to count by 10s. You're going to march in your bedroom. And then you're going to come finish your math. So I hope you liked our last little marching in your bedroom. And again, God is good. He showed his glory through splitting that sea in half and having Moses put down his staff and putting his trust in God. And how wonderful is that? That right now we could put our trust in God, and we know that he is going to protect us, he's going to heal us, and he is going to be with us and love us no matter what. And I love you too. So I hope you enjoyed our first lesson. Talk to you later.